Wearing a sleeveless shirt, shorts and a winter hat, Jose Abreu dashed out of the visitors' dugout for a few seconds Friday at Target Field to have his photo taken. A few other White Sox players stood at the dugout's edge and snapped their own pictures as small balls of hail fell around them. That was as far as the Sox's outing extended, as the Twins postponed Friday night's game because of a forecast for rain, snow and cold. The final two games of the four-game series, Saturday and Sunday, are also in question because of a snowstorm set to hit Minneapolis on Friday night. Some forecasts predicted up to a foot of snow by Saturday night. "It's really difficult to get used to this weather," Abreu said Friday through a Sox interpreter. "All the people who are involved in this business are trying to grind these first 2 weeks because the weather has been really bad. It's something that we have to deal with." Friday's game is the second postponement for the Sox in 13 games. Their game April 1st in Kansas City also was postponed, and they moved a home night game this week against the Rays to the afternoon to mitigate cold weather. The Sox did some pre-game work Friday, with some players throwing in the outfield until the bout of hail. Manager Rick Renteria said the team planned to arrive at Target Field on Saturday morning before the scheduled afternoon game and will move their work into the batting cages until they receive word on the game status. A makeup date for Friday's game wasn't announced immediately. The Sox return to Minneapolis for series June 5-7 and September 28-30, their final 3 games of the regular season. In the short term, more than one postponement in a row could put a serious kink in Sox pitchers' routines. Right-hander Reynaldo Lopez was scheduled to take the mound Friday, but Renteria said he wasn't certain who would throw Saturday if a game is played, Lopez or Saturday's scheduled starter, Miguel Gonzalez. Twins right-hander Lance Lynn was slated to pitch Saturday. "We are a routine-based species in the game of baseball," Renteria said. "We are trying to do everything we can not to disrupt it too much." Pitching coach Don Cooper and bullpen coach Kurt Hassler are continuing to grind out a schedule and work routine so the pitchers feel as comfortable as possible for their next starts in the day. "We are using them. Many teams have had to play through lousy weather over the first 2 weeks of the season, but the Sox have put up some lousy results while battling it." Their 4-0 loss to the Twins on a chilly but dry Thursday night was their 6th loss in 7 games. They ranked among the top 5 home run hitting teams in baseball with 17 entering Friday, but they also were hitting .162 with runners in scoring position. On a rebuilding team with many of his players still developing, Renteria said he is evaluating his players on their approaches more than their results, especially given the weather they have played through this season. "Physically, you can be limited," Renteria said. "The cold certainly constricts you a little bit, but I think we have to go through and keep everything as fundamentally sound as possible. That has to do more with approach. We deal with those things. This is an experience some of these guys are having for the first time, especially guys from the Caribbean." Abreu, who is from Cuba, said he still isn't used to playing in the cold 5 seasons into his major league career. But he's having a decent start to the year, hitting .250 with 2 doubles, 3 homers, 6 RBIs, 9 strikeouts and an on-base percentage of .333. "The key for me is, I'm mentally stronger right now," Abreu said of a better April. "It doesn't matter how the weather is or the situation outside, if you have your mind in the right place, you're going to be able to overcome all of the obstacles that are outside." See Kane at ChicagoTribune.com. Twitter at ChiTrib. Rick Renteria chats with Yoan Moncada after Sox loss. "I want him to understand he's not a finished product." Wheel of Fortune makes amends for an earlier White Sox snub. If White Sox are caught in an emergency, Tyler Saladino ready to fill in at catcher.